The images constantly being shown to us on television and magazines and as symbols of normal everyday life can be quite conflicting to one's image of self. No matter where you are in America, the idea of proper weight versus being overweight or obese is always introduced. But the greater question becomes if family genetics can determine body weight and structure, and does appearing obese to the naked eye actually indicate that you are unhealthy? Before we answer the question, here's Courtney Dean and Alex Scott with their views about body weight, image, and genetics.
Hi, my name is Courtney Ding. I'm 22 from Miami, Florida.
Hello, I'm Alex Scott from St. Louis, Missouri, and I'm 22 years old.
We attend Tuskegee University. I'm a graduating senior psychology major.
Mechanical engineering senior.
And we're going to talk a little bit about body image. Growing up, I was never antagonized about my weight. Friends and family members, we joke around, but I never took it to heart. Just always said, Joe, I was not this size all my life. So, even growing up and getting bigger over time, I've never been picked on about my weight.
I never had a problem when I was growing up. I always been this size ever since I was a little boy. So, yep.
You've always been this size?
I really have.
Okay, cool. The debate on whether it's genetics versus, just overeating and anything like that. Looking at my family history, my mom was not a big person. She didn't really get big until she got on certain medications like steroids, and they cause you to gain weight. But on my father's side, there are, certain family members that do seem plumper than others. So, it could be genetics.
I think on my family side, since my grandmother was a very tiny woman, my mother and her twin were also tiny, but the rest of the brothers and sisters were kind of, bigger.
A little hefty with meat on their bones?
Just a little bit. And so I guess for me, on my mother's side, I was a little skinny boy. But on my father's side, I have noticed that his brothers and himself are kind of plump.
Okay. In regards to social media and whether or not it plays a role, it really does, in my opinion. What you say?
I think it really does, because a lot of people, a lot of females look at these female bodies and they're like, man, I wish I had that body. Or males, they always want that six-pack or the muscles. So they try to
that athletic body.
Basically. And it's kind of harder because, for plump people, they try to lose all their weight just to get a six-pack or muscles. And it takes them a little bit more time to develop them.
And it kind of takes a toll on those individuals who have health issues which cause them to be overweight, like thyroid glands and things of that nature. So, it does play a role overall, negative and both positive.
That's right.
According to FitDay.com, there are certain aspects about ourselves that we can't change. We can eat healthier, exercise, tone, and shape our bodies, but certain structures are determined by DNA. Our bone structure, frame size, areas in which we store extra fat, and our metabolism are all predetermined by DNA before birth. Looks like being more healthy or curvaceous than what others perceive as normal does not necessarily mean you're unhealthy or obese. DNA decides it all. Until next time, I'm Tavis Smith, signing off with New Media Technology News, Science.